The Song of Good Companions. When the Jetson Milarepa was staying at the stone house of Drin, Kuju and many other patrons came to him for the Dharma. Sessi said, "Please give us some Buddhist teaching that is easy to understand." Milarepa replied, "Very well. Lend your ears and listen carefully to this song. Pray, Father Guru Supreme Marpa, pray bless us and bring the Dharma to our minds. Dear patrons, with care listen for a moment to my words. Superior men have need of Dharma. Without it, they are like eagles. Even though perched on high, they have but little meaning. Average men have need of Dharma. Without it, they are like tigers. Though possessing greater strength, they are of little value. Inferior men have need of Dharma. Without it, they are like peddlers' asses. Though they carry a big load, it does them but little good. Superior women need the Dharma. Without it, they are like pictures on a wall. Though they look very pretty, they have no use or meaning. Average women need the Dharma. Without it, they are like little rats. Though they are clever at getting food, their lives have but little meaning. Inferior women need the Dharma. Without it, they are just like vixens. Though they be deft and cunning, their deeds have little value. Old men need the Dharma. Without it, they are like decaying trees. Growing youths need the Dharma. Without it, they are like yoked bulls. Young maidens need the Dharma. Without it, they are but decorated cows. All young people need the Dharma. Without it, they are like blossoms shut within a shell. All children need the Dharma. Without it, they are like robbers possessed by demons. Without the Dharma, all one does lack meaning and purpose. Those who want to live with meaning should practice the Buddha's teaching." The lady patron Kuju then said, "Reverend Jetson, you now have many sons and disciples, yet you still like to live as a recluse. You must find it very happy life. Do you have good companions, unknown to us, living with you?" "Yes, I do. Now listen to the song. I bow down to my father gurus. Living as a yogi recluse, I have 21 good companions. The gurus, patron Buddhas, and dakinis are the three for prayer. The Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha are the three refuges. The sutras, tantras, and sastras are the three learnings. The nerves, the drops, and breathings are the three practices of the skillful path. Bliss, no thought, and illumination are the three for meditation. Piety, pure thought, and compassion are the three for the Bodhi path. "These things are wonderful," said Kuju, "but would you mind telling us more about them in similes?" In response, Milarepa sang, "Pray bless me, all gurus in the lineage. Sitting upon the sun-moon seat, the gurus of the successions are on my head. To describe them with a parable, they are like a string of jewels, blessed and joyful in my mind. The three precious gems are my reliance. Ever protected am I in their love. To describe this feeling with a simile is like a cherished baby, fed on his mother's lap, without fear or sorrow. Blessed and joyful is my mind. On my right are many bawos, whose blessing dispel all my hindrances. To describe them with a parable They are like blades revolving over my head, protecting me from all injuries. Blessed and joyful is my mind. On my left are many dakinis, blessing me with the gift of the two accomplishments. To describe them with a simile, they are like kind mothers and sisters, circling around me to fulfill my wish. Blessed and joyful is my mind. Before me are the guards of the doctrine, who carry out my orders. To describe them with a parable, they are like obedient servants, fulfilling all my wishes. Blessed and joyful is my mind. My view on reality is perfected in three aspects. With it, I overwhelm the Hinayana teaching. To describe this with a simile is like a fearless lion strutting in the snow. Blessed and joyful is my mind. My practice of skill and wisdom is like an eagle's mighty wings, with which I soar into the firmament. I fly through the sky without fear of falling. Blessed and joyful is my mind. My action is full of strength and valor. Both distractions and drowsiness are destroyed. To describe this with a parable is like a tiger stalking through the woods without fear or dread. Blissful and joyful is my mind. Having actualized the Trikaya, with ease I benefit all beings. Through bodies transformed, to describe this with a simile is like a golden fish that plays, with glee in water without effort. Blessed and joyful is my mind. Having mastered all manifestations, I sing little songs, opportune to the occasion. To describe this with a simile is like a dragon roaring in the sky without the fear or dread. Blessed and joyful is my mind. I am the yogi Milarepa, who wanders from one retreat to another. To describe this with a simile is like the wild beasts who live in the mountains without fear. Blessed and joyful is my mind. I have sung for you, in cheerful mood, a song with 5 parables and 6 meanings. Listen carefully, men and devas here assembled. Do not be misled, but observe your minds. Try to reach the state of dying without regret. In the light of Dharma, I wish you all good fortune. All those attending were satisfied and pleased. Thereafter, they made good efforts and virtuous deeds. Several of the young present were accepted as servant disciples of the Jetsun, who initiated them with the pith instructions and then sent them to meditate. A few of them later became enlightened yogis. This is the story of Sese, Juku, and the patrons of Drin.